Yo, what's up everyone? We're talking about the future of gaming, something I'm passionate about. We've come a long way from pixelated sprites and 8-bit soundtracks, right? I mean, we're already knee-deep in VR, strapping these things to our faces and disappearing into digital worlds. It's wild. But here's the thing, that's just the beginning. We're on the verge of something even bigger, something that's going to completely change how we think about games, how we experience them, maybe even how we live our lives. Let's get into it. Alright, first up, let's talk mixed reality, or MR for short. Now, you've probably heard of VR where you're completely immersed in a virtual world, but MR is different. It's all about blending the digital and physical worlds together in a way that feels seamless, almost magical. And imagine this, you're playing a game, right? But instead of just seeing it on a screen, the enemies are literally popping out of your walls, your furniture transforms into in-game objects, your whole house becomes part of the experience. Companies like Microsoft with their HoloLens and more recently, Apple with their Vision Pro headset are pushing the boundaries of what's possible. These devices use cameras and sensors to map your environment in real time, and then they overlay digital objects onto that map, making it look like those objects are actually there in the room with you. Think about the possibilities, right? Imagine playing a strategy game where you can build your base on your coffee table, or a horror game where the monsters are hiding in your closet. It's going to be wild, and I, for one, am here for it. Now let's talk about another game-changer, haptic feedback. You know how when you're using your phone, you get that little vibration when you type or tap on something? That's basic haptic feedback. But imagine that on a whole other level. Imagine a world where every interaction in a virtual environment feels as real as it does in the physical world. We're talking about feeling the recoil of a gun in a shooter game, the impact of a punch in a fighting game, even the subtle sensation of raindrops hitting your skin in an open-world RPG. We're already seeing some seriously cool stuff in this space. Companies are pushing the boundaries of what's possible with haptic technology. There are companies out there developing full-body haptic suits and gloves that can simulate a wide range of sensations, from texture and temperature to pressure and even pain, hopefully the optional kind of pain. These innovations are making virtual experiences more immersive than ever before. Imagine strapping into an exoskeleton that responds to your movements in-game, adding weight and resistance to make you really feel like you're lifting that heavy object or swinging that sword. The physicality of these interactions can make the virtual world feel incredibly tangible. This tech has the potential to completely change how we interact with games. It's not just about seeing and hearing anymore, it's about feeling every moment. And again, the applications go way beyond just gaming. Haptic feedback is being used in medical training, professional simulations, and even industrial environments to create more effective and realistic training experiences. It's about blurring the lines between the physical and digital in a way that feels real, visceral, and honestly kind of mind-blowing. The future of haptic technology is incredibly exciting, and we're just scratching the surface of what's possible. Okay, so we've talked about mixed reality and haptic feedback, but what about the worlds we'll be experiencing in the future of gaming? This is where AI comes in, and let me tell you, things are about to get really interesting. We're not just talking about smarter NPCs or more challenging enemies here. We're talking about AI that can actually design and build entire game worlds from the ground up. Worlds that are dynamic, unpredictable, and constantly evolving. Imagine stepping into a game world that feels truly alive, where the environment reacts to your choices and actions in real time. The AI could generate quests, events, even entire storylines on the fly, based on your playstyle and preferences. This is the power of procedural generation, and it's already being used to create some pretty incredible games. But with the advancements in AI, we're talking about taking this to a whole new level. Imagine vast, sprawling open worlds that feel truly unique every time you play, with different environments, different characters, different stories to uncover. AI could also be used to personalize your gaming experience in ways we can only dream of right now. The possibilities are pretty much endless. Imagine a game that adapts to your every move, creating a unique experience every time you play. The future of gaming is not just about better graphics or more immersive sound. It's about creating worlds that are as rich and varied as our own, where every decision you make has a real impact. This is the promise of AI and procedural generation in gaming, and it's a future that's closer than you might think. Now let's talk about how we'll actually access these incredible gaming experiences in the future. I'm talking about cloud gaming, and it's about to change the game, literally. Imagine this. You want to play the latest AAA title, but you don't have a high-end PC or a next-gen console. No problem. With cloud gaming, all the heavy lifting is done on powerful servers and data centers, and the game is streamed directly to your device, whether it's your phone, your tablet, even your smart TV. That means no more downloading massive files, no more worrying about your hardware becoming obsolete. You just need a stable internet connection, and you're good to go. We're already seeing services like Google Stadia, Nvidia GeForce Now, and Xbox Cloud Gaming pushing the boundaries of what's possible with cloud gaming. Imagine a future where you can instantly access any game, anywhere, on any device, with zero compromises on graphics or performance. That's the promise of cloud gaming, and it's going to make gaming more accessible to more people than ever before. Okay, so we've talked about all the amazing things that are coming to the world of gaming. The advancements in technology are truly mind-blowing, offering experiences that were once the stuff of science fiction. But with all this incredible technology comes a responsibility to consider the potential downsides, the ethical dilemmas, and the impact these advancements could have on us as individuals and as a society. It's not just about the fun and excitement, it's about the broader implications. First up, let's talk about addiction. This is a significant concern as games are becoming more engaging and immersive. Games are designed to be engaging, to keep us coming back for more. Developers use sophisticated techniques to capture our attention and hold it. But as games become more immersive, more realistic, more integrated into our lives, there's a risk that the lines between the virtual and the real could become increasingly blurred, potentially leading to issues with addiction and social isolation. This can affect our mental health and our relationships with others. Then there's the issue of virtual violence. This is another area where ethical questions arise. As games become more realistic, the violence within them becomes more visceral, more impactful. This raises concerns about desensitization and the potential influence on behavior, especially among younger players. And what about the potential for manipulation? This is a growing concern in the age of AI. With AI becoming more sophisticated, there's a risk that games could be used to collect data on our behaviors, our preferences, our emotions even. This data could be used in ways we might not even be aware of. This data could then be used to influence our choices, both inside and outside of the game world, raising some serious ethical concerns about privacy and autonomy. It's a complex issue that requires careful consideration. It's about having a conversation, being mindful, and ensuring that we're using these powerful tools responsibly. We need to strike a balance between innovation and ethical responsibility, making sure that the future of gaming is bright and beneficial for everyone. So there you have it. The future of gaming is looking pretty wild, right? We're talking about experiences that are more immersive, more personalized, more connected, and more realistic than ever before. But it's also a future that comes with its own set of challenges and ethical dilemmas. For now, let me know in the comments what you're most excited about in the future of gaming. What do you think about mixed reality, haptic feedback, AI-powered worlds, and the ethical questions we've raised? Let's discuss.